welcome back to Rue Valley. I think I'm gonna go under my map so I could stop the time from going. I think in the last episode we had just finished this intention, the access Frank's phone. I think we gained his phone. And we also had found out that now for some reason we permanently have Frank's phone. I think it has to do with right not being part of the loop potentially. I don't know. And then we'd find out he was investigating a signal and he was talking with someone. So and then we had gained like four different intention. Um, there's a whole Anita thing, and I think because there's more people we can talk to find out about Anita. One of the thing I was interested of following is this thing. There's already a green thing. I don't know why it's green, but we need to get into Dr. Fink's room. One of the thing is, I'm assuming it's his office. So I'm gonna commit to that and then see where that leads. But I also wanna like charge Frank's phone. I don't know. There is more to get through. I know there is more stuff we can get in that phone. I don't know if it will help later on, but we will see if we can get through Dr. Finn's office. I don't know how we will be able to do that. But I do know, I don't know if we will be able to use the key card because I don't think that the MasterCard, I don't know if that's going to work. We know how to get the Master's card. And the other option is to get through during, what's it called? During that thunderstorm thing because that reset the entire room. So we'll figure out how to get through that. Um, we need to find out what he's hiding. So let's head back to the motel. I feel like that should be a quick one. And after that, we'll decide what's next. So check in. We're gonna check into the motel. Because I know we maybe I don't know if we'll be able to get into her suitcase this time around. Um, because we just went through our whole dream thing already about, so we shouldn't be fearful again. Um, and then once we do that, is that is let's see what that is because that was Frank's place. We need to find his room first. Oh, that's his room. Okay, because there are more rooms. Okay, we don't need to go into Frank's room again, but we need to check in. So at least we know where his room is located. Let's check
Are
in.
you ready to check in now, Mr. Harrow?
Um, I think we can
All
ask.
right then, let's get you into your room.
It's
So,
8:21.
number 6, the last one on the second floor.
Let's see if we can get more information.
All right,
Potentially,
I'm here if you.
time is passing by really fast.
How can I help you, Mr. Harrow?
Can we talk about Dr.
We could, but I don't know if it's proper. You're his client, Mr. Harrow, and Dr. Finck is our guest.
Okay, he's eager to talk. I just want to know the man. That's exactly what I'm asking.
This is true. Dr. Finck is with us for a good long time.
We have to wait for 8:37 or 8:38, I think. The
Please,
thing
Mr.
happens.
Harrow, this has to stay between us. I don't want people to think I'm a tattletale.
Oh, don't worry. It
So,
will be between us.
what do you want to know?
So cast the net far and wide. Um, do you know anything about his history?
Not really. It's not like we're ever hanging out, and so he casually talks about his life before.
Okay.
One thing I do know, he worked for Coral Destiny before they parted ways, and he came to live here.
Okay.
Everybody thought it would only be a couple of months, but there you go.
Um, do you know why he left Cold Destiny?
No? Maybe he didn't want to work for a super capitalist neo feudal corporation anymore. Best if you ask him. Or check online.
How has it been? How long? with this
Oh,
year?
yeah, forever, really. I think he's been here since, I want to say 2025?
A couple of years in the motel room. I've been living. Correction, you're still living with
I
the
don't
rent.
know. Dr. Fink looks comfortable, and he always seemed like the sort of person who doesn't need a lot.
What does he do in his spare time?
I have no idea, really. It's not like I spy on the man.
Okay.
But I often see him from here, dragging a chair out, just watching the sunset or reading a book. Oh, sometimes late in the evening, he does laundry here, and he's very particular about it, like which type of fabric softener he uses.
Does he have other clients?
As far as I know, yeah. Some folk come here from Bothwood, and a few even from smaller desert villages. I think all of them are sent, like you were, Mr. Harrow.
Okay.
You're welcome.
I won't ask about the email thing. I think because I wanted to go to my room real quick. 8:24. I think we have enough time to. Yeah, I was saying before that because we already went to the suitcase thing. I feel like we should be able to access our suitcase now. Um, because I remember the first episode there was a mention of a charger. So let's see. Dude, come on, we can do it. Yeah, we can. Really, I didn't plan to stay here long. Dig out without making a mess. Let's not make a mess. We're not. Okay. Yep. Insert it carefully. Wrong side. I'm gonna try it again. Wrong again. Flip it and try again. I mean, how hard is it to freaking charge a phone? Okay, that's fine. We're gonna leave it there because we're on a mission. We are gonna try to get into Dr. Fink's room. It's 8:25. I'm gonna see if we can maybe pass the time. And then after getting into his room, we'll decide what we do next. I think it should be easy because I think there was a prompt to just wait. Let use the power outage to open the door. Yeah, we'll just wait. I think idea just a bit early for that. Come back when the lightning is close. How do we what do we wait for that? Can I sit here and wait? Okay. That's annoying. I thought it would. Oh, onto the yeah. That's what I need. I just need, and then we need to head to his. No. Perfect. Okay, right as rain. Okay. Your intrusion goes completely unnoticed. Okay. You have the desk. Um, so we have the desk we can interact with, the shoes. Examine the shoe. So he knows how to choose. Right. Okay, I guess. I don't think it matters. um, I think we. I don't know if we want to do that because I tied them together. So let's not do that. Let's check out because I don't want to fall. Um. Okay. Been maintain. Um. Examine the clock. We're gonna change the time. And grieving at the bottom of it. To Gideon, congratulations on taking yet another leap of faith. Wishing you success. GCU faculty. So members. He was at a university. When was the first? Change the time. Go pranksters. Really? I don't think that's what's gonna happen. Turn it off. Let's pull out the batteries. I don't know why we're doing that. Let's see if the clock beat. Oh, that was stupid. Okay, let's focus here. Um, almost surgical insightedness, a laptop, a lamp, a half-empty glass of water. But then there's a folder called Destiny logo. It's been sitting there all this time. I noticed on not acknowledge. That's the same type of folder at Frank's room. Um, another report. You hope now. Open the folder and check its contents. Inside a collection of handwritten down pages. Look of a manuscript, bullet points scattered across many pages, raw thoughts still in the scaffolding, corrections, reconsiderations. Battlefield rejected title. Each one violently crossed out. There is only one left standing. Title goes here. Must be a complicated text. I remember that terrible feeling of searching for the right title. He is a writer. Okay. All right. The only way to know what this is, read it. Skim through it to see what it's about. It reads like a book, a fractured, unfinished book divided into 3 sections. Some fully fleshed out, others skeletal, mere description waiting to be filled. Maybe he's writing about the whole trip. From what you can piece together, the parts are an introduction, the cold destiny years, and everything that came after. Maybe more. Let's hopefully we have time to skim through all of it before we wanted to know that there's a lot. Some solo, also private practice. He has a wife, colleague. Okay, married. Not everyone. Blah blah. He got divorced, left the entire practice, and took a job at Coast. This is why he left practice. Okay. What else? Working with people in high risk profession, firefighters, test pilot, will stare death. Okay. That's how I ended up Cold Destiny. Okay. Destiny years. His role, his work, the mines he was tasked with, understanding and supporting astronauts, future colonists, preparing them mentally. Okay. One case stands out. A particular astronaut exhibited light argophobia, an affliction that is not just inconvenient, but outright lethal beyond Earth's atmosphere. Was it Judy? He doesn't name her. It was Judy. Instead, he gives her a pseudonym, Raina Juth, a woman with a critical role, once one of immense responsibility. That was Judy. I'm pretty sure that was Judy. Finck writes about his process, how he assessed the severity of Raina's condition, determined whether she was fit for the mission. His final judgment it wouldn't be an issue, she should go. Interesting. Why focus on the case? And then at the end of his section, a confession subdued but heavy. He was deeply affected when he heard that the astronaut he signed off. Yeah, it was Judy. That's why. Well, now I'm sure he wasn't about Judy. If Finite drew his Judy, then this accident, this death just became a whole lot more complicated. This section is over. One more, that's it. So post for Destiny, this part is the shorter, the messiest, and right in written notes, scrawled. Okay. The life after Cold Destiny, what little of it there was. Pure chance of meeting with a man, the husband of the astronaut, a widower devastated, holding on the past with a white knuckle grip. Finck felt obliged to help, not compelled, not driven, obliged. He refers to the man, Ender Frost. Okay. Frank's name. Still, you can't be certain. I think we're pretty certain. He writes about Ender's refusal to accept reality and move on, how Finck chose not to confront him directly, not to antagonize him. Instead, he focused on stabilizing him, getting him back on his feet, back to some semblance of a normal life, and it seemed to work at least for some time. And then the last session, the husband arrived with a story. Not a breakthrough, not a realization, a story. His wife was alive. That sounds like delusion. You've done a lot of stupid things in your life, but you've never convinced yourself the dead could come back. Is that the signal they were investigating? Frank expresses concern. Of course, it would about how fragile this situation was, how the work they had done together was beginning to unravel at an alarming speed, and then the husband vanished. Stopped answering calls and avoided Frank entirely. Unsettling. Who fell dear, the therapist or the patient? Who bears the weight of the unraveling? That's pretty much it. The manuscript is in its raw, unpolished form, a mess of half finished thoughts and incomplete truth, clearly still in its early stages. As you close the manuscript, something slips free. A pale envelope dislodged from between pages must have been tucked inside only to shift loose as you turn the pages. Take the envelope. It feels light in your hand. Back the envelope. Plain white, unremarkable on the black. On the back, written in neat handwriting, are the words for Judy. Oh, come on. Now it's too obvious. Right? The man has to do better. Like I said, it was Judith. From people going through, yeah, open the envelope. A letter, a single page written by, the date is August 3, 2026. Read it.
Dear Judy, in your absence, this letter is the only way I can speak to you. I've recommended this method of communication to many of my clients as a way to cope with their loss. The irony of now finding myself writing one of these letters isn't lost upon me. A reminder of how life circles back in ways we never expect. How do you say goodbye to someone who trusted you with their deepest thoughts, fears, and dreams? How do you find closure when life ends so suddenly, so unfairly? It's funny in a way, and sad. No school teaches you something like this, something truly worth knowing. When I heard about the accident, I was hit with a wave of emotions I wasn't prepared for. Shock, sadness, anger. All your courage, resilience, and determination to face life's challenges, gone in an instant. But above all, there was a sense of loss. The thought that we would never meet again, never exchange another word.
Comes to left hanging time, never to
I
be
can't stop
finished.
thinking about the last time we spoke. The look on your face when I approved you for the mission, it was radiant. You had worked so hard for that dream, and I felt proud to be part of it, even if all I did was sign a piece of paper. That signature, though, has since become a source of doubt for me.
Frank doubting himself. This is
Let me be clear. Not for 1 second did I think you were responsible for what happened. No, this is just me dealing with the guilt, wondering if there was more I could have done or said. Would it change anything? Save the expedition? Save you? Of course, I don't have the answers, and I never will. But the questions linger.
It's easy to feel your guilt onto paper. Never easy. You know what?
Still, I believe in second chances, or a third, or however many it takes. I met Frank at the motel and saw how devastated he was. So, I offered my help.
Was that his way of making up for whatever guilt he may have?
Some of my colleagues might call it a conflict of interest, but deep down, I knew it was the right thing to do. We honor the dead by fighting for the living. I wanted to honor your memory by helping Frank find his footing again.
I don't think that's what you were doing. I think that's what you want to tell yourself you were doing, but I don't think that's quite true.
If you're wondering how his therapy is going, it's been rocky. He's a tough one. In that way, he reminds me of you. Progress is slow, but it's there. He loves you. Utterly. Fiercely. But you must have known that.
Frank is starting to seem like some kind of hero to me. Is it love or is he just incapable of moving on? I'm gonna choose that one. Why I choose love's whole thing is holding on, refusing to let go even when it hurts, especially when it hurts.
And, strangely, helping him is helping me too. I plan to go back to therapy. This time to help the ones who need it the most. And write a book too. We're both putting one foot in front of the other. Baby steps, as they say.
So yeah, if this was really about honoring her memory, he wouldn't have stopped therapy, right? Him saying that it's also helping him in a strange way or whatever, and he wants to go back to therapy meant that this was also him, one, processing his grief, but also potentially um the fact that he, he may have cleared someone. Well, obviously he cleared her because he found out through assessments and through whatever treatment plan um, he had deemed fit for her to go through, that she was ready to go through it. But obviously, there's still something that happened, and I think what's her name, Riley, said it was human error, which is often something they say even these days when a crash happened of like airplane, helicopter. The first thing that they say is human error. That's a default thing to say until an investigation is launched. They find a black box or whatever they find to actually find out what happens. The default answer is potential human error. And in the case, that's what they had said about her. I don't know if there was an investigation to to look into it more, but I think there was a mixture of guilt there. I don't think Dr. Finck um, will admit to that, but clearly he'd stopped therapy. And I think that it was a mixture of grief and guilt, which is probably why he offered, really offered, and wanted to help Frank cope and process his grief to that point. So, next paragraph begins with "I hope," but the words are crossed out as if mid sentence he changed his mind.
I want to believe that you found your place among the stars. You always said that even though we're not built for space exploration, we belong there. Someone has to fill all that vacuum, Dr. Finck, you said. Well, now you're there, where you belong.
It isn't.
I'll look up at the sky tonight and raise a glass to you, to whatever comes next. Yours, Gideon Finck.
Oh boy. The sound jolts you back to the present. You lift your head from the letter, only to meet Dr. Fink's gaze. Not good. It's then that you realize the sound you've been hearing in the toilet flushing. Dr. Fink's belt is unbuckled and his shirt is untucked.
Mr. Harrow? How on earth did you manage to get in? And what are you doing here?
Um, hmm. The confusion in his face is undeniable. His bushy eyebrows shoot up higher than ever, and his eyes land on the letter in your hand.
That letter. It's private. You have no right to be holding it. Put it down now and get out of here.
Awkward. He stands there, angry and frustrated, his belt unbuckled, his shoes missing, revealing a pair of ridiculous socks. Behind him, the sound of running water from the toilet fills the room. Eugene Harrow meet Gideon Finck. Hug him, just nod and smile. We are not doing that. Should we? That's kind of crazy to just like hug him. I want to see what happens if we go for the hug. Oh, we hugged him. Oh boy. That one, I have to reach it. High above, the branches are heavy with fruit, and among the highest branches hangs a special apple. The good thing is, Dr. Fink won't remember any of this because, there's a loop. So only us will remember this. So, and now we have two negative status effects. Not great. It may be slightly larger than others or not. One could say it's unremarkable, but your eyes are locked on it and you don't care why. You are young and unbothered. And to climb, oh, it's a new dream. You grip the rough bark with your soft, virgin hands. The first branch holds your weight. You pull yourself up. Each branch creaks, complains, and gives a little under your weight as you ascend. Other apples brush against your shoulders, arms, and face. Ripe, fragrant, and easy to pluck. I won't be distracted by the lesser fruit. A branch splinters under your grip. Calluses start forming on your hands, but you climb higher. He's determined. Another branch snaps, then another. Each break makes the ascent harder and the path down more treacherous. But there it is, near the top, now glowing with a soft internal golden light. So close, just a little more. Nearby branches bear flowers, they bloom, become apple, then rot away in silence. A perpetual cycle. Fewer bloom each time, but still, there are some within reach. They don't matter. Calluses tear, another limb cracks under your foot. Your breath thin. You break. You pause, heaving for breath, bends down. Below, the ground is a distant map. The lower branches are shattered wreckage. A chilly wind rises. No, look up instead. Your special apple, that's all that matters. Enough rest, let's go. The bark under your palms feels harder now. Your stomach aches with a hollow hunger. You pass by a lone, slightly shriveled apple, but cannot bring yourself to reach sideways. It would be betrayal. As you look up, your golden fruit turns gray, becoming cold stone, cracked and heavy. Does it matter? Continue. The wind is bitterly cold. Now you begin shivering. Soon, your hands, now old, bloody, and numb from the rising cold, cannot find a hold anymore. You're stuck. At last, you let yourself look down, and the despair overcomes you. All those apples you ignored, a few still there, tiny golden dots, glinting in the sunlight, and the chosen one, still up in the sky, petrified and unreachable, so special. It was almost yours. It was always almost yours. Hug the tree and wait for the winds of winter to come. We have a new one. The golden apple. We only have one. We can try. I don't think we have enough willpower to do that one. Thing is, we had a ton of willpower, and it just I don't know.